Chapter 4. Hitler in Power. 1 month later, the Reichstag building was set on fire. Hitler blamed his political enemies. He had thousands arrested. They were tortured and thrown into a special prison. It was outside Munich, in a town called Dachau. It was the first of the Nazi concentration camps. Prisons where people were concentrated in great numbers under brutal conditions. For Hitler, however, jailing political criminals was not enough. President von Hindenburg was old and frail by then and agreed to give the Chancellor, Adolf Hitler, full power. In the next few months, Hitler made all political parties illegal except his own, the Nazis. From then on, he didn't need approval from the president or the Reichstag to do what he wanted. Hitler was free to decide what to do about the Jews. His first step was to separate them from the rest of society. By doing this, he believed they'd leave Germany once and for all. Hitler began to pass anti-Jewish laws. First, he focused on schools. Students had to say Heil Hitler, Hail Hitler, when they arrived at the start of each class and at the end of the day. Textbooks were rewritten. Every subject needed to praise Hitler in Germany and put down Jews. If teachers didn't teach Nazi beliefs about the Aryan race, they were fired. Soon, there could only be a certain number of Jewish students in public schools. Those students had to sit in the last row. And this was just the beginning. Hitler Youth. Hitler thought young Aryans were the future of Germany. He founded the Hitler Youth in the early 1920s. Jews and other subhumans were not allowed. Boys trained to be stormtroopers, and girls learned to be good wives and mothers. By 1939, membership was no longer a choice. Boys hiked, camped, and played sports. They practiced marching and shooting and starting up fights against Jews. Girls ran, swam, and learned to cook. Hitler Youth held large, colorful rallies, and the group stayed loyal to Hitler to the end of World War II. President von Hindenburg died the next year, in 1934. In short order, Hitler combined von Hindenburg's job with his own. There was no longer a president and the chancellor. There was only Hitler. On August 2nd, 1934, he named himself Führer. Say Führer, which means leader in German. More concentration camps were built. Political opponents were jailed without trials. In 1935, other groups were imprisoned, including gay people. More anti-Jewish laws were passed too, but Hitler was careful. He didn't pass all the laws at once. He tested the mood of the country, announcing just a few laws at a time. When non-Jewish citizens didn't object, he took away more rights from the Jews. In the beginning, Jews couldn't hold certain jobs. They couldn't work for the government, or practice law or medicine, or teach in public schools. Jewish professors were kicked off the faculty of universities. Then more laws passed. Jews couldn't marry non-Jews. They had to carry Jewish ID cards. Their stores and homes had to be marked with a Jewish star. Soon, they were no longer German citizens. New laws passed almost every month. Jews couldn't own businesses or property. They couldn't go to parks or movies or play sports with non-Jews. In time, they had to wear a badge with a yellow star on their clothes everywhere they went. For Jews, it was like a noose being pulled tighter and tighter.